What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. 5-star skills, you know what it is. Make sure to like and subscribe, obviously. Do it now. Do it now, okay? But yeah, we're going to talk about why Glasner to Man United makes sense. Now, before I give my opinion, drop your opinion below. Do you think Glasner is the man for Man United? Let me know in the comment section below. But in my opinion, I'm not convinced. I'm actually not convinced. Shocker. I'm not convinced. Do I think he's a good manager? Yes. Do I think he's obviously Prem proven? He won the FA Cup last year with Crystal Palace. He won the Community Shield with Crystal Palace. He knows how to play against big teams. My concern with Glasner is in possession. How he sets up his teams for possession. It's very easy. This is the same concern I have with Iraola, actually, who's a manager I do like. But it's very easy to get results and look like you're doing well when you're the underdog in games. When you come to Man United, this is the biggest football club in world football. Especially when it comes to pressure and media presence. No one comes close to us. Maybe Madrid. But even them, they can't stand to us when it comes to that social media presence, the massive media pressure that's on us, the fact that we're a Premier League club. There's a lot of pressure when you come, especially to Manchester United Football Club. So, do I think he's a good manager? Yes. But there's concerns there. There are. Number one, my biggest concern, 3 at the back. I can't do 3 at the back anymore, boys. I don't know. I can't do it. I know he's a more adaptable coach than fucking Amarim, but I can't see another manager playing back 3 at this club. I think I'll go bald. I'll lose all my hair and I'll have to end the channel, delete the channel early, prematurely, because fucking hell, man, 3 at the back, it just puts me to sleep. It really does. I'm not saying he's not, like I said, he's more adaptable than your man Amarim, but it scares me. That formation scares me. That really does scare me. But I don't want to see that anymore. I actually don't want to see that anymore. But listen, yes, obviously a pro, like I said, is Prem proven. And in Germany, he did well with Frankfurt. He won the Europa League. He was at Wolfsburg and I believe Linz, or whatever the name is, in Austria. Again, solid teams. You know, it's very clear that he's a lot more flexible. He's kind of like Ten Hag in a sense, because Ten Hag, the one thing with Ten Hag you could say is, yes, he was shit in his second and third season, and he should have been sacked sooner. But that first season, he realized things weren't working early on, and people criticized him for it. And yeah, I to be fair, I'm going to be honest, I criticized him, like, why are you here if you're not going to play the Ajax style of play? Listen, it wasn't working, so he changed it, and it worked. We got top 3, and we got a trophy. He should have kept doing that, but he went back to the way he wanted to play, and eventually it didn't work, and he continued to do it. He was stubborn, and it got him sacked. Similar to what Amarim's doing now. He's being stubborn with his style of play and his system, blah, blah, blah. It's going to get him sacked, obviously. So, yeah, there's been a lot of reports coming out for Glasner. Yes, he's good. He is good. It's just the pressure of a big club. For me, the only 2 options in my head that makes sense, outside of getting a manager that's Prem proven from a mid to lower table team, is either you get a Man United legend like an Ollie or Carrick or Ruud van Nistelrooy to come back in and manage the season, or get me Xavi. I said it in the last video. Xavi's the one, in my opinion. He's handled big pressure. He's been at a club with big pressure. He knows what it means. He's a legend in the game. Instantly gets respect from players. He's the one for me, in my opinion. But Glasner, it's just these players, man. Again, as bad as Amarim is, some of these players, man, mentally, and I get scared, man, when a new manager comes in, because the cycle does repeat. But these managers, they don't learn from past managers. He's like, Bruno's still going to be playing week in, week out, which is what scares me. The only manager I trust to drop Bruno, the only 2 is Carrick, because we saw Carrick in his interim phase. Bruno was not starting every game. He was getting dropped. And Xavi wants the ball to be treated like, not like a bomb, basically. That's what Bruno does. Second Bruno receives the ball, he's spamming it, sending it God knows where. That's what he does. So those are my biggest fears, really. I just don't want to see Bruno starting week in, week out, acting like he's untouchable. It pisses me off seeing him. He's a Man United captain, and he's so reckless, man. Very, very reckless with the ball. So yeah, Carrick, sorry, and Javi, they would drop, players like that. I don't want to see Shaw anymore. I don't want to see Harry Maguire anymore. Unless if you're going to a counter-attacking team. And I guess for this season, that would actually work. So in a sense, yes, Glasner makes sense actually. If you're going counter-attacking, which is what he likes to do, and you're sitting deep and you're hitting teams on the break, that will get results. It will get us, European football. It's just next season when we build on that. What are we going to cut? What type of team are we going to be? That's where the question sets in for Glasner, because we know he's he's an adaptable coach. Again, he's managed in 2 of the top 5 leagues. Again, that was my issue with Ten Hag and Amram. Yes, there are high prospects, but they did not prove themselves. Even in Germany or France, you have to prove yourself in the top 5 leagues, whether you're a good manager or not. If you can't do it in the top 5 leagues, forget it. The Netherlands, it's not a top 5 league. Of course, Ajax are a historical club, but it's not a top 5 league. Portugal's not a top 5 league. It's that simple. France, Italy, Germany, England, or Spain. Those are the only leagues when a manager comes in, and I know that there's going to be some sort of standard there. It's not just going to be, the way it's been the last year. It's been all over the shop, basically. And Amram's just gaslighting everyone. And he knows he's going to be sacked. We know he's going to be sacked. And it's just prolonging the inevitable, to be honest. If it was up to me, he should have been sacked last week. And we have the manager come in and prepare for the Sunderland game, get the international break, and then we move from there. But Ineos are obviously going to sack him in November, which is ridiculous. But yeah, lads, that's my thoughts on Glasner. I don't personally want him, but I can see why some people want him and why it makes sense. Of course, Prem proven, managing some of the top 5 leagues, adaptable, and he can work with lower teams. Lower quality players. Because obviously, Crystal Palace outside of Mateta and Eze do not have better players than Man United. And maybe Dean Henderson for a buy in there. Outside of that, and Guehi, sorry. So 4 players they've got. Oh wait, Warren. Oh shit. Oh shit. Their team's actually kind of good. Oh shit, they got 5 players, man. But listen, in general, our team is better than them. But he's proven he can do a job with a team like that, and he can develop players. He rates Warren. I believe he'd play Mino as well. I think he should just do common sense things. Honestly, any manager that comes in will be an upgrade in Amram. It's about whether the manager will be right for us long term. In my opinion, I don't think Glasner is the one, but Xavi, I think, would do a better job. But again, Glasner has the advantage of being in the Prem already. He understands the league. He understands the intensity, what's expected of him. Of course, going to a bigger club, there's standards there. But we'll see. We will see. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. Like and subscribe, and talk to you next one. Peace.